Tonight, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Vailoa and the Miami Dolphins versus A.J. McCarron and the Atlanta Falcons.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Welcome again, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
Sterling
set to go now on a wet and rainy night. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. This is Jakeem Grant. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
on the return.
Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Tua now on first down. Brought in over the middle by Grant. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It can be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. And his throw here is incomplete. They were trying to get it to DeAndre Washington, but now it's third down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Tua. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So here the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. They'll be led by a former national champion at Alabama. It's A.J. McCarron.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
His throw incomplete. Jamon Moore, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's McCarron. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips, and this one winds up getting intercepted.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And they'll begin by running the option. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That is caught inside the 5.
That's good.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping him on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Coming to you. 45 to
Now the former Washington Husky. Here's Myles Gaskin. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
check 26.
They'll run now with Gaskin. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Patterson. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 2nd down.
that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From the gun, it's McCarron. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. They run with Patterson, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7, Falcons nothing.
They fake the give. Now McCarron. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Working from the gun here, McCarron to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's going to be about a yard or two short of the first here. He needed the 35 but didn't make it. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. I like that call. I'm assuming you're with me.
I am. I'm totally with you. And to me, they saw something that they liked there. Because, let's face it, it's going to be a mass of bodies. But it feels like the head coach has said, my best runner over my best blocker, give it to me right now.
And you only needed 1 yard where they were on the other side of the field. Seems like a no-brainer.
If we can't get 1 yard, what are we doing out here?
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Shotgun snap for McCarron. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And from the red zone now, it's McCarron. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Dolphins' 11-yard line. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. He's got it.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A 10-play drive that time, and the Falcons score to cap it off. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And you want to talk about active hands. These guys, these defensive backs, these linebackers, they've had active hands.
Almost reminds you of those great basketball teams, the ones that really defend, and we talk about the length that they have and able to get their hands on balls and have deflections and knock them away. That's what we're seeing here. Very difficult to get a pass into a receiver because there's always someone in the lanes.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tua going to throw. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
on 1st and 10. Here's A.J. McCarron.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. But it's going to be 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
55.
Here's Patterson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Throwing on 1st. Here's McCarron.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is McCarron. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. To throw is McCarron. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw it with A.J. McCarron. And he finds his target. It's sharp. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now here's McCarron again. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
Sterling Hoffrichter.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Jakeem Grant now to return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. On the right side, open is Gesicki. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Tua now on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Washington. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Tua to throw again. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Washington.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's complete to Grant. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Sanders is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
14, Dolphins 10.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room.
Max 50, Max 50. Let's go.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a terrific first half for the veteran quarterback. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start, offense.
So that'll back them up 5.
Still second down.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Patterson on the carry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Throw it with McCarron toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. That's to his running back, complete. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
It sets up the 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Returnable for Grant. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 right at the 30. And right away, he'll look to throw. And throw right side complete to Parker. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Tua sets up to pass it. Now a short one to Gesicki. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run from the shotgun with Washington. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Forced out to his left. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. Going right side here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
17-yard line.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Tua going to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Definitely not how you want to start things on 1st down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
Here's Tua. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Is good.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The return man is Grant. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They need a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup there. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. 2 now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the second down throw on target. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Two are going to try and go quickly here. Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
To throw is Tua. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From South Florida, good night, everybody.